celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life with Sterling Fox on AM 650.
Welcome back to the program on this last day of March, April Fool's Day tomorrow. So this is serious. We're not kidding here, friends. Stephen Ben-Oliel is with me in studio on this episode of Boomer Life. We're talking about diamonds and gold jewelry. Stephen is a principal with Canadian Estate Diamonds and another company in the same premises in downtown Vancouver near Granville in Georgia called Canadian Noble House Diamonds. I want to spend a couple of minutes on this because you, in this enterprise, Stephen, are with the assistance of laser cutting technology, are revolutionizing the way diamonds will appear. You have 5 or 6 designs that have never been seen before. When you're cutting diamonds and making these brand new revolutionary creations, where do you buy your diamonds?
Well, Sterling, most of the rough diamonds of the world end up in Antwerp. So I go to Africa in some cases to buy diamonds, but for the most part our production is coming from Antwerp, and it might have originated in Canada or Russia or Africa.
So Antwerp is still then the diamond capital of the world?
In rough, yes it is.
Interesting. So you go over there and obviously 25 years in the business, you know where to go and who to talk to.
That's right.
So when because you have these revolutionary new design techniques and cutting capabilities, how exciting is that?
It's how I want to spend the rest of my career, Sterling. You can see that there are 10,000 different cuts done in gemstones in the colored realm, and in the past there were really 5 or 6 cuts, some of which were beautiful but some not all that interesting. Some were just made to take advantage of weight savings. But there will be, I believe right now in the patent offices of America, there are more new designs in place than in the course of history. So we're at a time when we're going to see some interesting and more beautiful diamonds. Some of these won't make it, but some of them will revolutionize what a diamond can and will be. And we, in all of our fancy shapes, take our light return into the top 1% in the world. Everything a diamond does with light and what makes it beautiful is returned light. So it's light that's entered through the top of the diamond and reflected back out through the top or the crown.
I mentioned earlier in the program that Stephen had brought along a couple of samples from Canadian Noble House Diamonds of some of these really unique new cuts that are being made right here in Vancouver. This is really exciting stuff. One of them I talked about. It was called the Excalibur, said it was worth about $50,000. The other one is actually, in terms of size, it appears to be smaller, but it's actually thicker, I think. But it's infinitely more brilliant than the Excalibur. This is another Noble House cut. What is this particular design called?
That one's called Serendipity. And
it's fabulous.
It's the first checkerboard table that I've ever seen on a diamond.
What's a checkerboard table?
It's a lot of small facets liken the facets to the surface of a checkerboard.
Okay.
So many small facets meant to increase both scintillation and dispersion. So more sparkle, more color. The Excalibur, alternatively, was a diamond that we created originally for a man. We thought that half of humanity's undersold in this product.
Right.
And some men would like to have a diamond, but they realize as well that they would like it perhaps more masculine and more subtle and more understated. So that's what Excalibur is. It's an opposed bar cut that originated in California in the 30s in colored gemstones, but never been done in a diamond before. And Andy Thatcher, who works for me, the first one that he ever cut, I took to Antwerp and I showed it to a room full of diamantaires, and all of them, of course, had only ever worked in diamonds and not colored stones. So when they looked at it, they couldn't understand how Andy had done it. It was something for them that the grain is the only way a diamond can be polished, and how he'd crossed the grain to get this domed surface on a diamond, they couldn't grasp. So I'm so fortunate to have Andy working for me. He's brilliant at what he does, and he won't compromise on the quality of cut, which is what you want if you're trying to take a brand to the world scale.
Right. So the cut is called Serendipity, right?
Serendipity is the checkerboard, and then the Excalibur is the domed one that we originally made for a man, but it seems that women like it too.
Right. Oh, no kidding. The Serendipity is just absolutely breathtaking. I must say, just please pass along my compliments. It's astonishingly beautiful stone. Where would a guy wear a diamond? I'm trying to think of where a wealthy guy would wear a diamond. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like a tie bar. You know, because there's that little thing, and right, sometimes there's a little a decal or something in the middle. Generally, guys like things sort of subdued, and that would fit nicely.
That
wouldn't be too flashy, right?
No, it may be. I don't see the tie bar so much. It's kind of like the brooch. People accessorize on their fingers and their ears and such, but the tie bar seems to be something that I like them, but they've gone the way of the dodo.
I guess.
And same with brooches.
Well, this is boomer life, so a couple of boomers here, friends, talking about old school looks for dudes. But are men sort of coming around to diamonds, Stephen?
Yes, because it can be something that's not as loud. It can be more subtle, and it can be understated elegance. If you think of something in a brushed white gold, and it's obviously a diamond, so it has that, it portrays somebody of a certain stature in society, but it's also just beautiful.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Noble House Diamonds here in Vancouver, your primary customers are other jewelers, aren't they?
That's right, and that's how we intend to grow our brand. Our focus has always been the loose diamond. We know they will be married to some of the finest designs of this time, but we leave that in the hands of some of the best designers. So we'll go to 2 or 3 of the best independent jewelers in each city, and we'll tell them, look, we're going to sell these diamonds directly to the world online because that's the way the market goes, but we will give you a wholesale price so that you can give the consumer the design of their desire, and you can still make a profit on our diamond, and you can also benefit from the advertising that we'll mutually do, because for a brand to be great, it's got to be international.
Right, and if you buy online, the only thing, I shop online a lot, but I don't buy much online because I'm a kick-the-tires, touchy-feely kind of guy.
Well, our generation is, but on the other hand, you can come to our office and you can watch your diamond being cut.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. You know, I could feel pretty comfortable about everything except the sizing, the ring, and all. You know, if it's going to be a diamond ring of some kind,
right,
wouldn't you want to be in a situation where when you got it finished, it fit first time?
Right. Well, that's something we're going to look after too, and I think for some guys especially, and anybody who has the desire to, you can come down and you can put a facet on your diamond. Andy might have conniptions while you're doing it, but we could arrange that.
So that's another nice feature of Canadian Noble House Diamonds. Canadian Estate Diamonds, of course you take your merchandise to the appraisal place, but you can go watch. If you're buying something, and now maybe Andy's not going to be real thrilled about this part, but there is an opportunity at least to see your creation emerge.
That's right. That's fun for me to show people what we do and what we're doing that's different in Vancouver and special to this one factory in the world.
Mm-hmm. CanadianEstateDiamonds.com, obviously a very strong online presence and likely to get even more so as this business expands. Canadian Estate Diamonds and Noble House Diamonds. Can you link to the Noble House information through the Canadian Estate Diamonds
separate website.
Okay,
CanadianNobleHouseDiamonds.com.
Okay, so Noble House, CanadianNobleHouseDiamonds.com, or for the other side of the equation, CanadianEstateDiamonds.com. Stephen Ben-Oliel, good to see you again. You're a wonderful guest, and you tell great stories.
Well, it's fun for me. This is my passion.
We'll see you next time on Boomer Life.